Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Thursday, June 13th, 9 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. Boeing is having trouble on Earth as it is in heaven. Keep calm. It's boom time. Florida braces for more rainfall after days of intense downpours and flash flooding. And that's not the only place flooding is occurring. New Jersey weather, severe thunderstorms with flooding, hail, and high winds in the forecast for Friday. Florida sees rare flash flood emergency with more heavy rain ahead. We are in trouble. In trouble indeed. DeSantis declares a state of emergency as more than 25 inches of rain slams South Florida. Holy macaroni. Over 2 feet of torrential rain is inundating South Florida. Last night at the report's recording, only 15 inches had fallen, 10 more inches, adding to a total of 25 in the worst hit areas, and that's Collier County. 20 inches in North Miami and 19 inches in Hollywood. Take a look at some of these pictures. There's someone walking home to their apartment, obviously not too happy unless they live on the 5th floor. And wow, waist deep water there. Crazy. The scenes continue to come in across the inundated state of Florida. Tornado risk and damaging winds and hail possible for Illinois, and I'm sure they're Illinois'd. El Nino is officially over, with La Nina likely to develop in the coming months and peak, well, right in the fall here, October, November, December, right into the beginning of winter. So we could see a La Nina winter pattern here. ENSO neutral conditions are currently present here, almost 100%. La Nina is favored to develop during July through September, 65% chance. And that means colder conditions for Canada. And many of our viewers are sending me in emails right now about how cold it is up here in June. Drier conditions in the Southwest, including Texas and even Florida, which is good news there. They are currently underwater. Significant heavy rainfall expected across South Florida today. Severe weather possible in the Midwest. A high risk level 4 of 4 of excessive rainfall is in effect for portions of South Florida today. Rainfall rates between 2 to 5 inches per hour will likely lead to considerable flash and urban flooding. Across the Midwest, scattered severe thunderstorms capable of producing very large hail, severe wind gusts, and tornadoes are possible this afternoon into the early evening hours. Heed the warning and click on your county for more information. A quick look at the GFS model shows a line of storms over the northern tier here and, well, heavy rain in Florida right now. That's going to continue, and it will moderate over the next 3, 6, 9 hours. But it's going to continue to rain in Florida for days, and it doesn't dry up until Sunday. Can you believe that? Holy macaroni. The line of northern storms will quickly dissipate. Could see a little flare up on Saturday through Pennsylvania. And so heed the warnings there as another system in the middle of the weekend here, Friday night to Saturday, moves its way into Nebraska, maybe Kansas, exploding in a very rapid period as we're getting some moisture here in the Four Corners region Friday through Saturday, which is good news, according to the models. Experts say New Hampshire is due for a significant earthquake. They don't allude to what that means, but I'll break it down for you here. An expert believes New Hampshire is due for a significant earthquake. Based on recent tremors and historical records, Boston College geophysics professor John Ebel predicts the Granite State will experience a significant event. He said big earthquake is likely to be centered on a fault between Concord and the Lakes region. There have been hundreds of earthquakes felt or centered in New Hampshire since 1940, and a big event there would be somewhere in the average of 4.5 to 5 magnitude. Seismic update. 5.0 in Peru earlier today. A moderate uptick on the Ring of Fire from Alaska all the way through the Kamchatka and down through Indonesia, but nothing significant. Good news there. No other quakes of note as we move to worldwide volcano news. Liwatobi Laki volcano in Flores, Indonesia, alert level raised to level 3. Elevated explosive eruptions at the volcano persist. Ibu puffing to 7,000 foot today, Dukono to 8, Semeru to 15. Sabancaya, 25,000 foot puff. Marapi coming in at 14,000 foot today. Sabancaya, another 25,000 foot puff. Ibu to 23, quite significant. Popo to 20,000 foot. Semeru, 15. Who knew? Now you do. Liwatobi, 10,000 foot puff. Ibu, explosive activity continues to 23. I repeat myself a lot. Popo to 21, went a little higher. Semeru to 15. Reventador, 15,000 foot puff. Ibu to 10,000 feet. And that wraps up today's worldwide volcano news with the most recent report, Fuego, coming in at 15,000 foot. Puff, puff, pass. Over to space weather for June 14th. Low-level activity, a new increased flurry up into the M range thanks to the latest sunspot group that is now growing down here. Pretty significant little looking group of spots there, and that is in fact active region 3712. You can see there's more than a half a dozen active regions on the sun, but some of them are invisible, like 3714 and 3711. They barely are even there, which leads me question, are they really counting sunspots the same as they have in the past? Leave a comment below. 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all quiet on the western front. Geomagnetic field and aurora have been below KP2 for the last 48 hours. And Earth-facing solar activity during the past 24 hours was at moderate levels, as we said, with a number of minor C flares, and now a flurry of low-level M flares thanks to active region 3712. It's going to be geo-effective for the next 5 or 6 days, 7 days even. And so we have something to look forward to as far as space weather. But so far, nothing is afoot on the sun. A door is jammed on an expensive space telescope, blocking its view of space. Yeah, pretty much the whole reason it was built. Scientists are absolutely gutted, which is much different than being baffled, because they're usually baffled, but now they're gutted. And they're gutted because they spent millions of dollars on this project. Is there a number in here? I'd imagine it's tens of millions of dollars. Astronomers are excited to glean new insights into the formation of the universe and the fake dark matter that they think exists with the help of their new space telescope called the X-ray Imaging Spectroscopy Mission, XRISM, a partnership between the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, and NASA. Never a straight answer. The telescope was successfully launched on September 2023, but as Space.com reports, its rollout didn't go as planned. One of the aperture doors covering the main instrument, a particle detecting device dubbed Resolve, has remained jammed, causing scientists a great deal of distress. Yes. Attempts to remotely open the door have failed so far, with NASA confirming to Space.com that the telescope planned operation of at least 18 months is not set in stone yet, as officials discuss the best path forward, as there is no path forward currently. This is an incredibly unfortunate fate, considering XRISM was meant to provide scientists with a powerful alternative to NASA's aging Chandra X-ray Observatory. It's especially pertinent as Chandra's operations are on very thin ice, with a potential budget crunch posing an existential threat. Whew. Say that 10 times fast. So the problem is that this baby is a waste of money, and one little tiny problem makes the whole satellite inoperable. How do you like them apples? Talking about inoperable, let's move over to Boeing, who's seen a flurry of questionable problems in the last several years. Now, Boeing Starliner finally made it to orbit, but it's stuck in space as more leaks are discovered, as we predicted last night. After years of delays and technical problems, Boeing Starliner finally made it to the International Space Station with NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams on board last week. But when exactly it will be able to unlock and deliver its crew of 2 back to the surface remains to be seen. Teams have discovered an astonishing 5 different helium leaks so far, each representing yet another thorn in the spacecraft's already cursed development. And to add insult to injury, the FAA is investigating a new incident involving a Boeing M37 MAX 8 jet in midair. Take a look at this. The Boeing M737 MAX 8 experienced a rare but potentially serious problem known as a Dutch roll before landing. I'm glad I wasn't on that flight, and I'm glad I swore to never fly again, ever, the rest of my life. The Federal Aviation Administration, well, one trip to St. Bart's maybe. The FAA is investigating the cause of the incident during a Southwest Airlines flight last month, and I can assure you I will not be on a Boeing. Less than an hour after the flight taking off from Phoenix on May 25th, the plane experienced an uncontrollable side-to-side yawing motion known as a Dutch roll while cruising at 32,000 feet. Many passengers pooped their pants like the president the other day. If you want to stop pooping your pants, you may need some antibiotics and a personal medication supply for your peace of mind and preparedness may be on your bucket list. The right meds the moment you need them. Who needs a doctor? And maybe there won't be any doctors available. How about a small handheld pack of emergency medication? Over 28 medications, including ivermectin, antibiotics, antimalarials, EpiPens, and more are available for you to customize into your own pack over at Jace. Get the Jace case. You can even get a 12-month extended supply of your current daily prescription meds. Like if you're diabetic or have some other ailment with unique medication that you need or your life may end in an emergency situation. Isn't it worth the money and effort to have peace of mind? Support the channel, support your preparedness with Jace Case and Jace Daily prescription supplies. You can customize every order, and it just may be the game changer you're looking for. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video. We are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Also, check out our video we just put up earlier today. Spring planting and orchard health. What are you growing? A quick 3-minute walkabout out front in the orchard, out back in the orchard to show you where we're so far with some of our spring planting, our corn sprouts, and some of the successes we had this spring with fruit set. So go check out the video and maybe learn something. And we love you. Be safe. That is a boom. Hit the thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm.